Interesting story I received from Pensacola Craig. He wrote in to express some frustration and maybe issues with the charging case for AirPods, AirPods Pro, and Beats Fit Pro. He actually has all three, and he says he's experienced kind of this issue with charging the earbuds in all three of those cases. As a matter of fact, he says he's even talked to friends and colleagues who have expressed on occasions having the same issue, and that is when you put the buds back into the case, it's got the little magnetic mechanism that should, suck them in and kind of lock them into place in the charging case so that the contacts make the connection correctly and charge the buds. But he says, sometimes it just doesn't line up exactly correctly. And to make things worse, if that doesn't happen, a lot of times the buds stay on and they actually continue to drain battery rather than charge. And that can be a little bit frustrating because you go to pop your headphones back in and they're not charged. And he says there's kind of really no way to know unless you're really paying attention when you drop it in the case that, the light is blinking, that you've actually seated the bud correctly. Outside of that, you'd have to kind of look at the on-device status on your iOS device, the little widget, when they're actually connected to your Bluetooth. So Craig kind of feels like Apple should have a little bit better indicator of when the buds are charging. As a matter of fact, he said it would be great if they could include an indicator on the charging case for each earbud. And I will admit that I have experienced this maybe once or twice, but for me, I think it's pretty rare. I'm not so sure that this is really a widespread problem. I get what Craig is talking about. It's definitely frustrating when you go to use your earbuds and they're not charged when they've been sitting in the charging case, maybe because they're misaligned or maybe because some dirt got down in there and it's not making good contact. But Apple's indicator is there. I don't think it takes that much extra time to just kind of take a little look on their support website. Apple says that the way the indicator works on the case is if your AirPods are in the case and the lid is open, the light is going to show the charging status of the AirPods themselves. When your AirPods aren't in the case, the light shows the status of your case. And green means fully charged, amber means less than one full charge remains. So what do you think? Should there be a more obvious visual indicator on the case itself of the current charging status of each earbud? Do you think that's something that's necessary or would be helpful? I'd be curious to get your opinion. Send your emails and audio comments to maccast@gmail.com.